Hey guys, Crow here, and welcome back to another Space Engineers update video. Well, first thing I noticed is that it looks like the spaceship's now around me spawn because it was right there until it messed up the video, and then it made the world, and now it's there. So the mesh building was down there. So yeah, it looks like they changed the random spawn points, I guess. I don't know. First thing I wanted to say is, on Twitter, I'll put the picture on the screen, so you should be looking at it right now. A user has mysteriously found another person in his seat as if it was multiplayer, but it was not. And after I chatted with him for a little bit, trying to get more information, we kind of came to the conclusion that it may be actually that player profiles are currently in the game, which is why, because he got the file from the Steam Workshop, which means that player was probably the uploader, and that profile was saved while he was sitting down. Now, at first I thought it might have been because every block that when you get in it, it changes its state to another block type or a block state, in which it is has the model in it. But the fact that he got in and out and it was still there means that it was probably a character profile that's still saved inside that seat. So looks like multiplayer is right around the corner. And now to this update, we have motors. Not just kidding, not motors anymore, they're rotors. And what they could do is, see this door right here? Well, you could do the last update, obviously, where it could open up and stuff. But the problem is that it would destroy anything it hit. Because all you could do is turn it one way or another, and you couldn't really stop without freakishly going in and out, trying to make sure it didn't hit and try to get precisely. But they changed, as you can see. They look different now. They have degrees on the outside, and that is because they have a lot more options relating to degrees on torque and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and look at the options, and we're going to scroll down to motor. It still didn't change the rotor, even though they changed the name. It's now called rotor, which makes more sense because rotors are the part that spin, and then motor is like a whole system. So this is what we had before: the on and off, and velocity. That's what we had before. Now we have braking torque, which is braking straight to the motor, which means if you turn it off, it can either loosely spin like it did before, or it can have a little bit of braking to it so that it would stop quicker. Now, torque is, let's say, strength of motor, how fast it will accelerate. So the higher it is, the faster it will start up. If you have it slower, then it'll take some time to actually start to go at the velocity set to. The lower limit and upper limit are the degrees that you see on the actual motor or rotor. I'm getting mixed up. So the lower limit is, right now I have it set to 206 degrees. That's actually, it's kind of confusing with the limits, the upper and lower, because you don't know which one it is until you break your whole creation. So you'll want to save if you're messing with rotors. So the lower limit is 206 and upper limit is 331. So right here, the degrees at right now is 331. Try to get it really close to the floor. This is the closest I can get it. And 330, or the 20, whatever it was, is if I put it up. So I'll go ahead and give you a demonstration of the new possibilities of the rotors. So we're going to go ahead and fly out here. Zoom, zoom. And oh look, you want to get inside there. How do we get inside? You'll never know. Flashlights? No, it doesn't work, sadly. So you can go ahead and fly up to it. You can hop on out. Fly over to, so the jetpack. Fly over to here. Click this. You'll find the motor. And we'll switch it to the other direction. Move out of the way. And voila. The door opens and it will stop. Right there. So we can go ahead and hop back in our ship. And fly in wonderfully inside. And then crash our spaceship because we don't care. Beautiful graphics. Look at that. We made a hole. It's a beautiful hole. So we obviously have a locking point now, which means you will not destroy your space station, your spaceship, or whatever you decide to use this on now, which is great. So we're just to show you the end point of it the other opposite way. We're going to go ahead and go back into the motor. We're going to click it, and we're going to drag this in the opposite direction. And it's a little bit slower. Set it to like half of it, whatever. And as you can see, it is closing. You set whatever speed you want. Braking torque, stuff like that. And it is done. See, it stops right there. It's right where I set it. So it's very useful. You don't have to blow up all your stuff now because you accidentally just like forgot to click back in it to stop the rotor. So yes, great plus. But there is something I believe they do need to add, which is, well, not right now, but they need to eventually add, let's see, what is it called? Radio controls, other stuff like that. Like controls that will allow you to control stuff without being in the actual ship itself, which would be really helpful if the ship is made out of multiple motors, because you can only control the motors that are attached to your part of the ship. So if you have a rotor that's attached to a part that's attached to your ship by another motor, you can't access it because they're separate ships, as if they were connected with the landing pads. So it would be useful if you had like radio type external RC type controls with that. Also, it would be useful for if you're using drones, you can like send out like mining drones, control it while in your main space station to go mining, and you'll be in the safety. You could also use it for breaching, and also as a opener. So yeah, I had to get out of my vehicle and open this manually. It'll be nice if you could actually like drive up and manually, or not manually, like automatically open by maybe sensors or something, or you can have it a radio controlled control over it, so you can just access the rotors from your actual ship. That would be really helpful, and you won't have to get out every time you want to use one of these things, because other than that, it's only really useful for if on multiplayer, which it means you better push that out soon so that you can actually have a base commander that will be able to operate these motors and stuff like that, rotors. So that is the fact of the rotor. So I'm going to have to tell you through the main features that they added. So we got added rotator torque, added braking torque setting, added rotating target velocity setting, added rotator limits, added ingot icons and models, increased maximum angular velocity, which means it can go spin faster now, since they were a bit slow, which is why I really want to see if it could stack. As you saw in my last update video, I tried stacking them to try to go as fast as possible, because it was a bit slow. Now it's a lot faster, so we won't have to hopefully worry about that problem. Maybe they could still add it in the future, where they can link them together. It also, rotors now applies forces realistically to both bodies. So yes, more realistic physics. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and open this thing back up. And since this is space engineers, you can't leave without a bang, right? So, oh, look at that gold up there. Tasty. So we're gonna go ahead and try to park this ship inside our nice, convenient hangar edition. And I completely failed at that. Thank you, Upper Roof, for banging me down. You're really helpful. We're gonna park it here. Yep. Yes, turning on and off jetpack sometimes helps. So we're gonna go this way. I'm already lost. Where am I going? Silly me. Okay, no more jetpack. Jetpack, you're done. Ran up here. Also, hopefully I can get this video out quick enough so that you guys actually can see this. But GOG.com is currently having Fallout 2, 1, 2, and some other thingy. It's not 3, but it's 2 Fallout games and some other game I never even heard of from the Fallout series. And yeah, you get them for free. Pretty cool. And it lasts like 48 hours from today. So yes, should get it. And if you enjoyed this video, and we completed shot, demolish our door. Lol. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Liking is extremely helpful. Please do it. It's just one click. You don't have to subscribe to like. Just like the video. Help this video get known. Help this game get known. Even bigger. Come on. This game needs its like fame and stuff. This game deserves everything. Come on, people. So please don't forget to leave a like, rating, subscribe, comment. Please comment. Ask any question you want. I'll answer it as fast as possible. Hopefully within like 24 hours or something at the most. I usually reply within like 1 or 2 hours. So that is all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.